What's going on, guys? Back at you guys with another presentation. It's another Monday, and I want to talk to you guys real quick about. I want to talk about. It's always two sides to every story. You know how society loves to demonize men all the time and make it seem like men are the ones who are always the bad guys and the villains. This is something to think about real quick. Who files for divorce most of the times? When a marriage doesn't work out between two people, who files for divorce most of the times? Most of the times, it's the woman that files for divorce. It's never the man that files for divorce. That ought to tell you something. You know, it's not always the man that's at fault. And I know people believe that the man is supposed to lead and a man is supposed to be the head. I believe that. I believe a man is supposed to lead. But I also believe that, it's always two sides to every story. Just how you have women who try to turn their children against their father. And it's not always the man that's in the wrong. And sometimes a lot of these men, they've been provoked to do certain things that are out of character. And I'm not condoning, a man doing things that are out of character, but sometimes these men are provoked to do things that are out of character. That's why I don't believe in just painting the man to be the bad guy all the time, because sometimes women, they do things wrong too. But, a woman's wrongs are never pointed out. A man's wrongs are always pointed out. If things don't work out right, in a relationship, or, if a man is being treated a certain way by women, people will automatically take the side of women and say that it's the man's fault to why he's being mistreated. And I don't agree with that. I don't believe that it's always the man's fault. It's not always the man's fault. People need to get out of that. These women can be mean and evil to men, especially men that they feel are inferior, especially to men that they feel are not all that attractive. So I don't get caught up in this idea that it's always the man, but that's the society that we live in. And I just want guys to stop always being painted in a bad light, because people love to paint men in a bad light. And this has to stop. Always painting men to be the villain. Always painting men to be the starter of chaos. Sometimes, these women start things too. There are men out there that want to be there for their children. There are men out there who are trying to lead by example. And there are men out there who are trying to be a good example, but they're not given the opportunity. So I don't believe that saying that, men don't want to be there for their children. And that's not always true, that men don't want to be there for their children. That's not always true. Men want to be there for that. There are men out there who try to be good parents, and they want to be there for their children, but they're not given the opportunity to be there for their children. So this whole idea gotta stop. This idea that men don't want to be there for their children, and all men are deadbeats, and that gotta stop. It's not always the man to why things didn't work out. It's not always the man. Sometimes it's the female. to why things didn't work out. And women just love painting men to be bad guys. They love to paint the man to be the villain. And I wish that would stop. I wish that people would stop being so quick to attack men all the time, making men out to be the villain all the time. You know, that's got to stop. Because, I mean, that's like saying women don't do no wrong. You know, and that's not true. That's not true that women don't do no wrong. Women do a lot of things that's wrong. You know, it's just they don't get held accountable. And that's why I didn't buy into the idea, even with my mom trying to turn me against my dad. Because I understand that it's two sides to every story. And you can't always believe just one side of the story. You got to hear both parties. And then when you hear both parties' side of the story, then you can make your own judgment. But you guys let me know what you think about this whole idea. Because I truly don't believe in this crap. That the man is always the bad guy and the man is always in the wrong. Because that's not true. The man is not always in the wrong. Just think about what I said. Who files for most divorces? And that ought to tell you your answer right there. But you guys let me know what you think about this whole two sides to every story thing. Because it's real. There are two sides to every story. And I just wish people would always stop trying to attack men all the time as if women do no wrong and men are always the monsters. Because women, they have their flaws too, just like men do. But you guys have a great day. Hope everybody's enjoying this Monday. It's a nice day out here. And I'll be talking to you guys very, very soon. We've been having some really nice days so far. And it's a nice breeze today on this Monday. But I'll be talking to you guys. You guys have a great day. Do something to make yourself happy.